Transformers, more than meets the eyes. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today we have a special video. We're going to be unboxing this very, very cool set that I picked up at a toy show recently. This is a there's 5 Transformers in this set, and this is from the Legacy United line of the Transformers from Hasbro. These are all Autobots, and I'm really jacked up about this set. Now, I do not know much about the set of what they actually look like inside. I think they look fairly close to the G1 molds. I'm not sure if they even transform in the same mold as the G1s, but we're going to find out. I'm very excited because we got Jazz in the set. Now, Jazz I did have as a kid when I grew up. Well, I should say my brother had it, so I did get the chance to play with it when I was younger. But 4 of these are new to me. I never had a Sunstreaker. Never had a Trailbreaker, so those are really cool sets. Never had a Wheeljack, or never had a Hound. So I'm going to be getting 4 Transformers I've never even had before. And, you know, to be honest, as I said, I'm not even sure if any of these are in the Transform anywhere close to the same as original G1s or not. Wouldn't matter for 4 of them, because I never transformed them to begin with. But we're going to be unboxing this set. And over a couple of videos, but like over 5 videos, we're going to be looking at each individual one and transforming them and untransforming them. So today we're going to open this set. I'm probably going to do Jazz because at least I'm somewhat familiar how Jazz used to transform. I'm not sure how it transforms today, but we're going to look at the instructions and figure it out together. Okay, guys? So let's have a look at the box art. Again, this is typical for the United. Now, with the exception, this has 5 Transformers in it. It's a much bigger set than what they usually have, because usually there's just 1 inside. So that looks to me as Wheeljack there. I think that is... Who is that? Is that Trailbreaker? No, sorry, that's... No, I think that's Sunstreak. The back is completely blank. Alright, who we have here? I think that is Trailbreaker. No, that's Sunstreak. So that must have been Jazz on the other side. This is Trailbreaker, Sunstreak, and that is Jazz. Okay, so yes, that's Jazz, Sunstreaker, Trailbreaker, and then we have Wheeljack, and that is Hound. Okay, so we got that all straightened out. So on the bottom, we're going to have to break this seal. So I'm going to get some scissors. And we're going to cut that open. Let's see if I can do it easier at this angle. Not always easy doing this on camera because I gotta angle my hand in a weird way to do this. Alright. Okay, there we go. Let's open this up. Oh my goodness, look at that. So they come already in their robot forms, all 5 of them. And you can see the weapons. So let me just see if I can open this box a bit more like that. And let's have a good look at these things. Get the camera up a little bit. Alright, so before we release them, there we got Jazz. He looks really cool there. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to transform the way I remember. Just looking at the way that this one articulates, it's definitely a much upscaled one. That is the gun I do remember Jazz having, so that's either very similar or pretty much a replica of the gun that he used to have. A little bit of a grill. I think that's when he transforms, that must go onto the car form. It doesn't look like it's used for anything else. I don't think that's a shield or anything. There's Sunstreaker there. And kind of a, not quite yellow, more of an orangish color. So I do remember Sunstreaker being more yellowish. So maybe the paint's a little bit off. That looks like Trailbreaker as far as the colors go. This is very accurate to the cartoon, it looks like. And these could almost be studio type versions of them. I don't know if they're just going to take these molds when they do the studio version and just make the exact same or not. That looks just like Wheeljack as I remember him. Yeah, that does look like Wheeljack as I remember him. And there's Hound, and he looks pretty close to what I remember him. I think this one will articulate a slightly different than I remember. The original, because I think the original, the legs don't come apart if I'm not mistaken. But is that I never had one. I just remember seeing it in the box. And the guns as well. So let's spend a moment and at least get these out of the boxes a little bit. So I got to be very careful with that. Let's see if there's an easy way to get this off without damaging anything. Alright, so we got these out of the actual box itself, and thank goodness they do come with instructions on how to transform them. Yep, perfect, because I honestly would be lost without these instructions. Let's have a look at these. So all the instructions are on one gigantic sheet. So at least you don't have 5 of these trying to look for them. So there's Jazz. So we're going to focus on that transformation today. And what is going on here? So it looks like when he comes out of the box, you've got to rotate this thing down, it looks like. Okay, so we're going to be going over Jazz momentarily. I'm going to put this sheet away just for now so we can release the Transformers themselves. I'm going to do it so that I don't scratch up the Transformer, which I might have did on a last video. I'm going to see if I can release it here, and unfortunately it's not going to be easy unless I just tear them all off. Yeah, I'm going to have to. This one I can rip off. It looks like they come off pretty easy, so I'm just going to see if I can just rip them out of the sheet. So let's just see. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, sorry. Is that enough to free him up? Something else is holding him up. Oh, this arm thing. There we go. And there must be something else holding him down. Oh, no. It's just this hood thing. Uh-oh. I gotta bend his back parts in. And then I can pull him through. I hope. There we go. Oh, he's still hooked on his arm there. Okay, so we got Jazz released. So there's Jazz. So I can't say too much about the car form yet, but he looks pretty cool in a robot form. Let me get his gun. How does he stand? His foot's out bent a little bit. Stands pretty solid. Let's put him back here. I'm going to release his gun. That should be somewhat easy, I think. Oh, wait. Let me just snip this one little spot here. There we go. Okay. I got Jazz's gun here. Is that going to stay in his hand? Yes, it is. Cool. All right. So let's have a look at Jazz. I'm going to leave you guys in the background, and we'll be just focusing on Jazz today. So let's have a look at his robot form. So you can see he's got fairly good articulation all around. Yeah, it's very posable. So that's really cool. Very posable. You can have him one leg bent. Does his head turn? His head does turn. Very cool. All right. So that's really cool. That's a really cool upgrade to the Jazz I remember. So I know that this is nowhere close to the same transformation of what Jazz used to be. So we're going to have to look at the instructions on how to transform Jazz. Let's pull up the instructions again. So Jazz. Here's Jazz. So we got him out of the box, so that's fine. So he's got his gun in his hand. We've done that. So there's Jazz. We got the back. Looks pretty cool. Right. His gun looks like it will go here too when he transforms. At least that's what I think it does. Must be, because there's a hole there. He's got. I mean, To me, I like the robot form. I mean, the grills here, you don't have to put any stickers on. Everything's already ready. And it's a very nice articulation. Like, you can have this guy pretend running, do a flying knee into someone. You can do a Superman punch. I'm sure you can do this punch mode down there if you want. I don't know. But yeah, very posable. Let's see him in, yeah, he's got even torso turns very nicely too. So I have to say, this is a really cool Jazz figure. Let's see what he looks like transformed. Let's see if I can even figure out how to transform him. As I said, this is the first time I'm transforming him, period, so I'm going to probably mess this up to some degree. I'm pretty sure about that. But we'll give it our best whirl, all right? So, looking at the instructions, it looks like the wheels get flipped up. His feet get flipped down. I'm not sure if I see that there. Okay, so these things go up. And these feet come down. All right, and then what? We're pushing something up. What are we pushing up? Oh, it looks like his legs go up here. Or do they just slide up? Oh, yes, they just slide up. That's interesting. So the legs squish up into his body. That's quite an interesting motion right there. And then we're going to snap his legs together, it looks like. They should snap. Let's see how it looks like. So we look in here, there's a slot there and an above slot there. And it looks like the leg's supposed to snap together. So let's see if I can get those together. There we go. Are these supposed to bow together? All right. And it looks like we are now doing something with the hands. Let me look at the instructions a bit. Looks like we're bending the arms up and turning the, putting the hands in. So bend that up, turn the hands in. All right, next, let me just put this thing down so I can see better. So we are currently in this step here. So now we're going to flip up the torso. Now it says to do something. There's a step right here. I'm trying to figure out what it's telling me to do. I'm not exactly sure what it's telling me to do. But anyways, let's flip up the head, this chest thing up here. And then we're flipping this thing forward. And I think his head goes down. Yes, it does. So his head goes down to here. And then we're flipping this white thing down. Okay, so that gets that hood up there, so that's good. And then we're swiveling his body this way. We're going to rotate his arms down to the side. Okay, so we're currently on that step right here. We just did that. We're going to flip his arms in. Now, where does his arms go? I guess, does his head go down more, or does his head just stay there? Okay, I guess they go around his head somehow. Just trying to figure out where his head is. It looks like his head's right there. His head's right there. But his arms kind of go around where his head is, it looks like. So they do go around his head. I'm not sure if I was supposed to bend these arms or swivel them somehow. It doesn't seem like it fits around his head properly. Let me see. Let me go back on step. I swung his arms out. Oh, I think I was supposed to flip his arms up this way. That's what it was. There. And let's see if that goes around his head better now. I must be missing one step. We turned him. This chest piece doesn't move. Yeah, we pushed this down. Yeah, we need to do that. it looks like these arms go around here. I'm just trying to see how it gets around to his other side. Oh, I see. This is supposed to go like this. Oh no, I had it right. I am trying to figure out what's going on with his arms. So I'm kind of stuck here. It doesn't seem, oops, I have enough room. I must have missed a step somewhere. His arms. So I'm going to go back a couple steps just to see what happened. Because he doesn't seem, when I'm looking at this picture, it seems there's a lot of room between his arms to swing around fully. So I must have screwed up somewhere around here. Somehow the torso stretches, but I don't see where. So let's see if we can figure this out. So that goes there. We know his head goes there. We know that swings in. We know that swings in. Just trying to figure out where the arms go here. This goes around. We'll just keep continuing for now until I can figure out where those arms go. We gotta flip this around and let that go in there. Then we're gonna, there's a piece that comes out here. Okay, very good. All right. Oh, I think I have this torso backwards. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe this whole thing is supposed to turn. Aha! This whole thing's supposed to turn. Okay, I figured it out. This whole torso is supposed to turn. So hopefully you guys don't run into that problem. So that should allow these arms to drop now. And they do. Let me just get that fully straight. Alright. Let's get these arms where they're supposed to go. Alright. Alright. So almost there, even though I messed up quite a bit there. We got these flaps down, we got that down, and we just had to get the butt in. There we go. We're just finessing this fit a bit better. Don't think I got quite the arms in all the way. I'm not sure if I had the arms facing the right way or not. I think these arms are supposed to face inwards. There we go. Let me turn them a little bit. There. Now they should fit all the way. Okay. So not too bad. I don't know if I transformed that 100% correctly, but I think I got most of it. It doesn't snap 100%, but it looks like I got it fairly well. The wheels do turn. Just trying to finesse that in a little bit better. Okay. So there is Jazz in his Porsche mode, vehicle mode. Let me grab his gun. So there's Jazz. Let me zoom in. So Jazz is pretty good. I don't think I have it completely snapped in correctly, but it's good enough for now. His gun looks like it does fit right here if we want it to. I don't know if it fits perfectly. Yes, it does. So there's Jazz. He's got the 14 on it. It definitely transforms a lot differently than the G1, but it does, I mean, the articulation of this thing is pretty good. I have to say this articulation is really good. Underneath, you can barely see his head, but that's his head there. But the vehicle mode looks really cool. It is what I remember as a kid. They use a little bit more a lot more die cast in the original mode, and it transforms a lot differently. but the mobility of this one in robot form is a lot better. This is fairly light. It's not that heavy at all. Very lightweight plastic. Yeah, overall, I think this vehicle looks pretty good. Looks like Jazz. Transforms a lot different than Jazz, but the robot form, I think the vehicle mode, I wouldn't say it's a huge upgrade over the original. I think the mode looks pretty decent. I actually prefer probably the original car better. They had more, this was more see-through kind of glass or plastic. But yeah, not bad. This is probably more attuned to the cartoon series. So I think that's pretty good. Now the tricky part. Can I transform this back into robot mode? I have no idea. I've never done it. So let's see if we can do it. So we're going to pop off the gun. Looks like we have to flip out this hoodie thing again. That's the last part of it. We're going to free up the legs. I'm doing this out of order. We're going to flip out this whole thing here. I'm going to see about getting the feet going to come out at some point in time. We know that. Now, the tricky part of the whole thing is getting this whole head torso right. So this goes up. This will, this head thing comes up as well. And then we know that this thing, now I'm doing this by memory because I'm not following the instructions anymore. Because that was tricky. I probably should follow the instructions, but let's see how I do without him. We know the hands come out here. Now the tricky part is, and I probably have to see how this thing works, is getting this head out. I think I have to push this thing down first to get the head out. I do. Push that in, head comes out. Sort of. There we go. Alright, not bad. I just have to get the feet right. There's hands out, feet out. I got his legs out there. Did I get this thing right? I think this has to roll up, doesn't it? How's this thing going? I think I have to fold this thing in somehow. I think I had to bend it and just push it in like that. And these things go in. Or do they come in like this? Yes, they do fold in. There we go. It's Jazz. How are his legs? Did I do his legs right? I think I did his legs right. Just have to fill these up a little bit down. Okay. Somehow, I managed to transform him back. There we go. So, I mean, I guess you can figure it out. I've transformed him once into robot, once into car. First time ever. And I didn't look really too much at the instructions to transform him back. I probably will have to look at it a few more times to transform him back into car mode. But again, this is a pretty cool figure. The articulation is really well done. You know, you can put his arms up to all R1, you know, from the Transformer movie. Got a cool blaster, and you won't lose it when you transform it because there's a spot to put his gun. You know, you can have him kneeling, you can have him in, like, jump and do a drop kick on people. This is, yeah, well done. Well done, Hasbro. This is a really cool Lego set. Very posable. Yeah, I've only transformed one of these guys, but I'm happy I got this set because Jazz in itself is already a cool set. I bought this for, I think, about 160 Canadian, so I don't know how much that is in US, but it's probably about 110, 120. So, you know, you get five figures for that. So it ends up about, what, 35, 30-ish each one, which is pretty good. A pretty good value in my opinion, and it's a really good, very well done transformer. And so it's not a G1 mold, but based on the cartoon, and it transforms really well. Robot forms really good. If you like Transformers, you like the original cartoon series, and are not stuck on the actual G1 transformation, this is a really cool figure. It doesn't transform like G1, but it's got a lot of upgrades, very posable. I don't, if you like these Autobots, I don't think you can go wrong. This is a really nice set. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna put the instructions away. I might study a little bit before I take out the next one, but we're gonna probably go in order. We'll probably open up Sunstreaker next, and then Trailblazer, then Wheeljack, and then Hound. I don't promise that I'm gonna do it as the next video, but I will be doing this soon. Whether it be the next video or the soon afterwards, you will definitely see all of these. Don't worry. So you even have him falling down. He looks cool. You know, if he's just sliding down, pretending he's sliding down some rock or something. Oh my God, this is a really cool figure. I love this Jazz. As I said, I personally never had Jazz as a kid, but my brother did, so we got to play with his Jazz. And so this is really cool. Let me see how I want to pose him. There we go. So there's Jazz. Really cool figure. And you'll be seeing more of the other Transformers very soon, as I will be taking them out of the restrainers very shortly and transforming them for you. Again, this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. If you have any Transformers you want to see on the video, I do have a lot of G1 still somewhere, and always looking for cool Transformers to purchase as well. So let us know in the comment section, and we'll see what we can do for you, and get those reviewed as well, and get those transformed on video for you. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Much appreciated. It just lets us show more content and alerts you to whenever new videos come out, which is usually Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We try to be consistent about that. And yeah, hit that like and subscribe button so we know that you are watching and that we can serve you better. Take care, guys. As always, we appreciate you watching, and this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. I hope you enjoyed this video of this unboxing of the Jazz from this Legacy United 5-pack. Take care, guys.